Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew, and this is Crystal. We're gonna go through a vinyasa class today, but you'll need a couple props, so I wanted to give you some options. What I would normally offer in the studio class is like some blocks and a strap, but what you got laying around the house is also useful. I have a folded up blanket here, so that's nice to prop you up nicely. And Crystal's got a nice little Zafu pillow. If you don't have a fancy Zafu pillow, you can certainly use just any old pillow that you have laying around. We're going to start in hero's pose. So you bring your knees together and then sit back on whatever you got. And for a strap, you can use, of course, a belt or anything that can really help you find the space between your hands when your hands are behind you. So what I'd like to do is just take the strap or belt or whatever you have and take it in your right hand and drape it over your back. Bring your bicep right up next to your ear. And then take your other hand around and see what you can grab a hold of. And sit up tall. The real key here is to find really lightness all the way through your spine. And focus on your breath. It's tempting to strain or pull a bit on the strap, but use the weight of your left hand to gently open up your top shoulder and your tricep. Bring your absolute awareness to 3 solid breaths here. Softly release. And keep your stance how it is, and take the strap to the other hand. Create an equal and opposite sensation here. Allow your left bicep to come up near your ear. Take some adjustments to find it. Then softly grab the strap with both hands. Allow the weight of your right hand to open up all the way up through your shoulder and arm. It's here for a little longer. And 2 more breaths. Let's release. You can set your strap off to the side and take your blankets or pillows, whatever you have, set that off as well. And come into a tabletop position. So bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, or your wrists rather, and your knees in a little bit. And exhale, cat pose. Dome your spine out as much as you can. Press your spine to the sky, tuck your chin as much as you can into your chest. Inhale, cow pose. Open your heart. Allow your belly to descend, but still stay strong there. Exhale, cat pose, round out. Force out all the breath air out of your lungs. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. This time, draw your knee in toward your bridge of your nose, as tight in as you can. Float your right toes. Inhale, cow. Send your heels straight up behind you. Notice what happens in your hip. Your hip might want to lift. Keep it even. Do your heel to the sky. And take that 2 more times. Exhale, cat pose on this side. Inhale, cow. And follow the same pathway every single time with your knee. Inhale, cow. And relax. Come down with your right knee. And take 1 cat-cow, just normal. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat.
Inhale, cow.
And take your left knee in this time. Exhale, left knee to your bridge of your nose.
As tight in as you can. Force out the air out of your lungs. Inhale, cow pose.
Fill up entirely. Create the same path again. Keep your hips still. Exhale, cat pose.
Inhale, cow.
And exhale, cat.
Let's release.
Walk your knees a little bit. Continue to walk your knees back, I should say. Come into melting heart. Just going to walk back as much as you can. Melt your heart straight down to the ground. Now it helps me to place my chin all the way on the mat. Some people, maybe their forehead. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. So it has a sensation like child's pose, but your hips are way higher. Big opening across your shoulders and your chest. One more breath. Slowly begin to rise out. Just make your way to downward facing dog. Take whatever traditional steps help you in down dog. So some people like to pedal out or bounce around. I come into like a big squat position and gaze forward. Whatever makes you feel good and remain fully present on your space. Shake off any of the tension from the day or last night. And find stillness. Let your head drape down. And inhale. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step. It's wide stance at the top of your space. Collapse down. Hang heavy. Release any tension still remaining all the way up your spine into the crown of your head. Just release. Bring your toes toward each other and slowly make your way all the way to stand. And Samastitihi at the top. Bring your hands at your heart. Find something to focus on, your determination, your focus. Send it one long, loving breath. Exhale softly. And inhale, mountain pose. Reach up to the sky. Establish a firm connection with the mat. And pull the arch of your foot a little bit off the ground by gripping into the ball mount of your foot. Engage your quads to lift your knees. And exhale, forward fold, dive down. Feel free to bend at your knees if you need to. Begin to shift side to side if you'd like, or take any little motions here to warm up the back of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift your heart forward. Gaze a bit in front of your mat, or maybe even a little bit further to honor the natural curve in your neck. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up. First time through, it's really nice to have your hands on your knees, but if you feel really strong and stable, then you can reach up. Grip the ball mount of your right foot to the ground. And trust your pelvis forward and down. Exhale, side plank. Press your left hand to the ground and lift up. Open toward the right side of the room. Stack your hips and shoulders. Play with the balance. And slowly and with really good control, exhale, plank pose. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. And press the tops of your feet into the ground. Roll your shoulders back. And exhale to down dog. Feel free to use your knees if you'd like. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Tadasana, rise up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg back this time. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, whatever version you did last time. It's always okay. Know that rights and lefts are not the same. It's kind of how we're designed. Take a couple moments to find what this side needs. And exhale, side plank or Vashisthasana. Place your right hand on the inside of your left foot. And then inhale, open up. I find that works best for me. Some people have different kind of proportions. So take your time to find what you need there. Inhale, plank pose. Create a strong plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, lunge, step your left foot back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, side plank. Press down, lift up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Bend your knees. Exhale, transition to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lunge. Step your right leg back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Full breath. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower to the ground. Nice and controlled. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Take an inhale, bend your knees. And exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose this time, Utkatasana. Trust your hips back a bit. And the weight should be evenly distributed in your feet. It kind of like balances over the saddle of your ankles. But you should be able to float your toes. Squeeze your knees toward each other. Bring your biceps up near your ears if that feels comfortable. Exhale, standing back bend. Stand up tall. You can cactus your arms or trace your gaze back. Stay strong in your belly. Lift your heart a quarter inch away from where it is currently. Keep your right foot grounded. Inhale, warrior three. You can either reach back, touch the ground with your back toe, or do the full expression where you're reaching all the way forward. And exhale, warrior two. Step down soft. Good control. Open up. A nice warrior two has your shoulders right over your hips, so your spine is just upright. Pull your belly in. Send your wrists in opposite directions. Inhale, Skandasana. Come to the back of your space. Point your right toes high to the sky. Feel free to move around a little bit. If you need to sink your tailbone a bit, that's okay. You can find the ground, maybe a little lift. And your next breath, take low lunge. Come to the top of your space. Inhale, side plank. So press into your left hand. Stack your hips and shoulders once again. But this time we'll add on. We'll go into wild thing. You can step your right leg over. Reach up all the way maybe toward the
phone or the computer, wherever you're watching this on. Now with really good control, I want you to take plank pose. Now watch slowly. As I inhale, I'll come all the way over. I'll find a point where I can place my hand down with control, then my foot. Hinge forward a bit. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Hang here for a little bit. Press the tops of your feet to the ground. Lift your pelvis a bit forward. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Full breath. Exhale, standing back bend. Keep your left foot grounded. Inhale, warrior three. And stay here. Press your left foot hard into the ground. That way you can squeeze your standing leg straight. Dig your heel back. Make it effortless, but strong. And exhale, warrior two. Step down, open up. I think down dog is everybody's home in yoga, but warrior two is kind of like your vacation home. Rearrange things as you need to. Find good strength between your feet. Inhale, Skandasana. Come to the back of your space. Point your toes high. It's going to be really important as we do this. You may be able to lift your hands off the ground. Oftentimes, your back heel might want to lift too. That's okay, just as long as you're stable and grounded. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, side plank or wild thing. Step right over if you want. Find the ground and reach all the way to the front of the room. In one breath, exhale, chaturanga, super controlled, full breath out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Halfway lift, full breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, standing back bend. Inhale, warrior three. Kick your left leg back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, side plank or wild thing. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Bend your knees. Exhale, go forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, standing back bend. Keep your left foot on the ground. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, side plank or Vashisthasana. Exhale, take a flow. Find plank, chaturanga, and up dog as you breathe in. Exhale to down dog. Take 2 conscious breaths. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, rise straight up. And bring your right hip bone back into its socket a bit. Find a little extra lift through your heart. And press down into your left foot to straighten your back leg. And exhale, exalted warrior. Reach your right hand to your left leg, so behind you and up and around. Reach your left hand all the way up and over toward the back right corner of the room. What happens a lot is your knee will buckle out. Press down into the ball mound of your foot to stabilize. One more long breath. Inhale, warrior three. And exhale, standing split, fold down. Now you can use your left hand on the ground to press your forehead closer toward your shin. But then eventually you want to bend your back leg, your left leg, maybe tap it with your right arm. Leverage off your left hand. One more breath in. And exhale, runner's lunge. Step down. Take your right foot to the right corner of your mat. Now for today, it's going to be really good and probably be open to trust your hips forward and then bring your elbow to the ground. What you can do is you can use your strap, or not. Bend your back leg, see if you can touch it with your right hand. As you do this, press into your left elbow, open your heart up. Slowly release. Come back to center. Exhale, half splits or Ardha Hanumanasana. Hinge back. Point your right toes high to the sky. Feel free to move around if you need to in your hips. And pull your toes back at your face. It should feel a little bit like cow pose in your upper back, so you want to lift your heart a bit. And exhale, plank pose. Crawl forward, step back. Maybe float your right foot. Exhale, chaturanga. Take your time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, high crescent. And check in with your body, your balance points. Find what brings you right balance of strength and softness here. Exhale, exalted warrior. Reach your left hand back, find your thigh, reach up and over. Bit of a back bend, also a twist. Trust your right pelvis forward and down. Inhale, warrior three. Come back to center. Woo. A little balance challenge there. Exhale, standing split, fold down. And use your right hand as your best tool here to press yourself close. Your bending in your right leg is completely optional. See if you can, touch a hold with your left hand. Another inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. And find the variation that works. For me, it's this twisted monkey variation. You bring your elbow down, grab your toe with your hand, and reach up and over. Find your foot. Get a little bit of pressure into your back hand. That way you can lengthen, trust your pelvis forward. Roll your top shoulder back. And slowly release. Exhale, half splits. And this time through, come forward into a seat. Draw both knees in. We're going to take your right leg out. Extend it nice and long. Inhale, reach up. Pivot over your extended leg. Exhale, Janusharasana. Seated forehead to knee. Now the implication of seated forehead to knee for most people is you bend your knee a lot because you want to make your forehead all the way down. That way the benefit is really in your low back on your left side on this time around. Find length with every breath in. And softness with every breath out. And slowly rise out. And take a reverse gate. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift your hips forward. Reach back. Exhale, sit down.
Take your other side. Inhale, lift. Pivot your heart right past your pinky toe. Exhale, fold. And 2 more long, controlled breaths. Slowly make your way out. Inhale, reverse gate. Send your toe to the ground, lift up. Exhale, release. Let's come all the way down onto your back. We'll set up bridge pose first. Bring your heels in toward your bum. And a couple options here. You could either place your palms to the ground. You could grab your ankles, or if that's not accessible, a nice intermediate is to lift up into bridge. Inhale, lift your hips and bind your hands. Roll your shoulders underneath your chest. You gotta kind of wiggle in order to get there. Once you have it, press your pinky fingers into the ground. Lift your heart. Exhale, release. Come to Supta Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. All the way down onto your back and the soles of your feet together. And traditionally, with a lot of back bends, they spike your heart rate. So it's nice to place one hand on your heart after any big back bend like that. Maybe the other hand on your belly. Find your heart rate, your breath, and unify the two. We'll come into one more back bend. You can take bridge pose, a different variation, or you could come into wheel. For wheel pose, place your hands right up next to your ears. So your fingers point toward the front of your mat. Wiggle your feet in a bit. And then when you're ready, inhale, bridge pose, or wheel. Come all the way up. Once in wheel pose, and your arms are straight, press into your heels to send your heart all the way toward the back of the room. Straighten your arms as much as you can. And settle your breath, settle your gaze. And slowly release. Come down, tuck your chin in if you're going into wheel pose. This time, walk your feet out, knock your knees together, kind of swing them side to side. And hug your right knee into your chest. And exhale, supine twist, fold across your body. Find nice ease all the way down your low back. All the strengthening that we did today can be released and settled in these types of easy postures. Inhale back to center. Switch out your legs. And exhale, twist over. It's nice to work to get into the pose, but once you're there, once you have a good place, settle completely. Bring your knees back to center. We'll move up to a seat. Let's extend your legs nice and long. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees a little bit if you need. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Grab what's available. Dive your heart down onto your thighs.
Next breath in, slowly rise.
Let's come into an easy seat, whatever that is for you. I like to bring my left foot in and then my right leg in front for Ardha Siddhasana. Any easy seat in cross-legged position. Sit upright, roll your shoulders open. Inhale, reach your hands high to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart.